Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go from L.A. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Another carry for Robinson. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Staying with Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. They're going play action. Buying some time right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him.
And it is picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Rams are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They motion the tight end over. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. On target to his man, Tony. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31.
First down. First and 10.
Tony set in motion left. To throw here on first down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on a quick hitter. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Cut out left. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
Complete to number 4.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Pass play coming here. That pass caught by Dotson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. So far, so good to begin this one as they've got a new set of downs beyond midfield. To the air now on 1st and 10. He gets this one to Nakua. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. This one is taken in by Tony. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. All right, still scoreless through one quarter. for the second quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. Williams hits the end zone for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams get the game's first points here in the second. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Sanders all set to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First and 10, around to Robinson. Still going past the 40. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 36. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. They connect on the deep shot. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons start to fight back with their first points of this game. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Tony in motion right. To throw it on first down. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
From the 32. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third down from the gun. Short pass brought in. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a third and short.
On third down, here's Williams. Oh, what a stiff arm. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time. All right, set now, first and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Rams driving for a score and a halftime lead. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. points and the lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Rams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator. That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Hauled in left side. Give him 24 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Throwing it again here. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Setting up a throw. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Rams get some late points and the lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. This return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Falcons offense returning to the field a final time before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. That one hits for 30. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Pass play now. He sends this one to the end zone. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons earn the chance to tie before halftime. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie this game at 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. So that clock's going to run as he takes a knee. We'll see if the defense wants to burn a timeout and preserve some of it. We've hit halftime, all tied up thanks to that late touchdown. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Rams. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Shotgun now on third down. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Straight ahead with Williams. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up second and 7.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Looking to the air here. He completes it in traffic. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw now. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Second and 10 now. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
3rd and long for him here. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA! The Rams take the lead right away in half number 2. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Falcons will have a first.
First down, Falcons.
They're throwing it. Across his body, defenders there. It's intercepted. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Rams are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run for Williams. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. David Ojabo making that tackle. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running for the marker with Williams. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 27. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie us up 28-all. So through 3, we're still knotted up in what's been an absolute shootout. And after that last-second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a... The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Give to Williams from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll throw it. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Falcons getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers do.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Rams headed out to the field now. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's tackled for a short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
And the Rams, first down.
Looking for a throw here. On target to his man, Tony. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's good for 7 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Risky throw, and it's intercepted! And the Falcons have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 4. He lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Once more, it's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Running with Robinson. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Falcons go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. 2nd and 15. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They are throwing it again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one doesn't go far. They've got to keep moving quick here. From the 28. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Trying to push it deep downfield. And there's our lasting image of this game. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high